Hi students. Okay, in planning today we are going to discuss the procedure. Okay, so nothing but the planning which we have made. The planning which we have made, that plan should be should be implemented. For implementing that, what is required? Policies, procedures, those all things are required here. So that's why today we are going to discuss the procedure. Okay, so once you see here, procedures are details of action or the guidelines for the achievement of business objectives. Procedures give details of how things are to be done. No room is left to judgment. Okay, left for judgment. These should help in implementation of policies. Procedures also determine the policy of responsibility and accountability. Okay, according to Terry, a procedure is a series of related tasks that make up the chronological sequence and the established way of performing the work to be accomplished. Procedure should be distinguished from policies. A procedure is a guide to action, whereas a policy is a guide to thinking. Policies are guidelines for taking decisions, and procedures consist of various methods to accomplish each phase of work. So policies offer scope for interpretation in order to see that they fit a particular situation, whereas procedures are tailor-made and do not offer any scope for interpretation. So here actually what is the meaning of procedure, you see ma. So here procedure is nothing but to achieve our goal. To achieve our goal, first of all, what we have to do, we have to make a plan. Okay, to reach our objective, we have to make a plan. So that plan, now what we have to do, we have to implement that plan. We have to implement that plan. For implementing that plan, here what happens means we required a procedure over there. We required a procedure, nothing but how we can accomplish that plan, how we can achieve that objective. For that, what is required? A procedure is required. Nothing but we have to follow the rules or policies according to that procedure. So here what happens means, if procedure is there, we have to go as per the procedure only. As per the procedure only. Here what happens means, policies means we can change as per the situations, we can change. So here in procedure means we can't change here. Nothing but the procedure which is fixed, or we have to follow as per that only. So that is called as procedure. Okay, so see ma, ఇక్కడ ఏంటి ప్రొసీజర్ అంటే ఏంటి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక ప్లాన్ వేసుకున్నాం, ఒక వర్క్ చేయడానికి ఒక ప్లాన్ వేసుకున్నాం. ఒక వర్క్ చేయడానికి ఒక ప్లాన్ వేసుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ వర్క్కి ఏం చేయాలి మనము, ఆ ప్లాన్ని ఏం చేయాలి, ఆ ప్లాన్ని ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ ప్రకారంగా చేయాలి మనం, ఒక ప్రొసీజర్, అవునా కదా. సో దానికంటే ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ వేసుకోవాలి. ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ లేకపోతే ప్లాన్ అనేది, అంటే మనం ఏదైతే అనుకున్నామో, ఏదైతే ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ అనుకున్నామో, ఏదైతే గోల్ అనుకున్నామో అది రీచ్ అవుతామో, అది రీచ్ కాం. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటాను. మీరు మీ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారు, దానికోసం మీరు ఏం చేశారు, ఒక 1 month బిఫోర్ ఒక ప్లాన్ వేసుకున్నారు. సో ఆ ప్లాన్ని ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడానికి కోసము మీకు ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ అవసరం. ఓకేనా, ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ అవసరం. ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ అంటే ఏంటంటే, ఇక్కడ వినండి. సో మీరు 5 subjects ఉన్నాయి. 5 subjects ఏం చేస్తారు, 5 or 6 subjects ఉంది. దాన్ని ఏం చేయాలి, ఒక ప్లాన్ వేసుకున్న తర్వాత దాన్ని ఒక 5 subjectsని మీరు డివైడ్ చేసుకుంటారు. 5 subjectsని డివైడ్ చేసుకుంటారు. దాన్ని మనం ఏమంటామంటే ఇక్కడ ప్రొసీజర్ అంటాం. అంటే అది ఫాలో అవ్వడం. 5 subjects, ఫస్ట్ 5 days ఇది, సెకండ్ 5 days ఇది, థర్డ్ 5 days ఇది, లేదంటే టఫ్ ఉన్న సబ్జెక్ట్కి కొంచెం ఎక్కువ రోజులు ఇవ్వడం. అర్థమవుతుందా? అంటే ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ వేసుకుంటాం అనమాట, ఒక ఫాలో అవుతాం దాన్ని. సో అలా ప్రొసీజర్ వేసుకోవడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది అంటే, మనం అనుకున్నది మనం చేయగలుగుతాం. ఓకేనా, బట్ ద ప్లాన్ విచ్ వీ హ్యావ్ మేడ్, ఆ ప్లాన్ అంటే ఏదైతే ప్లాన్ మనం వేసుకుంటున్నామో ఆ ప్లాన్ని మనం సక్సెస్ చేయడానికి మనకు ఒక ప్రొసీజర్ కావాలి. ఆ ప్రొసీజర్ ప్రకారంగా వెళ్తేనే ఆ ప్లాన్ అనేది సక్సెస్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. అర్థమైంది? సేమ్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ బిజినెస్ ఆల్సో. ఇఫ్ సపోజ్ యూ హ్యావ్ స్టార్టెడ్ అ బిజినెస్, సో వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ మీన్స్ ద ప్లాన్ విచ్ వీ హ్యావ్ మేడ్ టు మేక్ దట్ ప్లాన్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్. నథింగ్ బట్ planning is nothing but we have compulsory that objective. First of all, we should have an objective to fulfill that objective, to reach our goal. Okay, to reach our goal, first of all, what is required? Planning. So that planning should be in a procedure. That planning should be in a procedure, and we have to follow as per that procedure only. So finally what happens, we will reach our growth. So here what happens means, in procedure we have so many methods. As per the manager skills, they will be implementing so many methods we have. So finally the methods which they have implemented is nothing but to reach their goal and to reach their objective. So that is called as a procedure. Okay, so here he has given an example. Once you see ma, a procedure is explained with the help of taking the case of purchasing a raw material for a concern. See, first point here, every department need raw material, will send a purchase requisition to the purchase department giving quantity specifications, types and quality material required. Okay, so here what happened is, here we has given example regarding the purchase of raw material ma. So in an organization, if it is a, let us think, there in organization there is a production department. So, okay, production department is compulsory. So here what happened is, regarding the production department, first of all what they have to do, they have to purchase a raw material. Okay, so once you see ma, for purchasing a raw material, the production department, nothing but the purchase department, the purchase department, see here, every department need raw materials, will send a purchase requisition to the purchase departments, nothing but for production department the raw material is required. So regarding that purchase of raw material, it has to be sent to whom? The production department. It has sent to whom? To the purchase department. Okay, in that what they have to mention? Quantity they have to mention, quality they have to mention, which type of material, raw material is required, those all things they have to mention. Okay, that is a point over it. The purchase department will consolidate the requirements of various departments. A combined order is prepared and sent to the suppliers. The purchase department maintains a list of suppliers and regularly collects quotations from them. The copy of the purchase order is also sent to the receiving and inspecting department. So here what happened means, now what they will do, different departments, they will send that how much of raw material is required for them, that they will send. Now the purchase department, what they will do means, as per the requirement of the departments, combined order they will give. Combinedly order they will give to whom? To the suppliers. They will send to suppliers that this much of raw material is required to us. So afterwards what they will do, here see, the purchase department maintains a list of suppliers and regularly collects quotations from them. So here purchase department the purchase department what they will do, they will do is, they will be having a list of the suppliers, that is nothing but who will supply the raw material, and regularly they will check the quotations, regularly they will collect the quotations. Okay, and what happens, the copy of purchase order, now the purchase order is sent to whom? To the receiving and inspect department. Okay, next the receiving department compares the goods received with the order placed. Any dispensary in quality and quantity, okay, etc., is reported to the purchase department. If the goods are proper and according to the order, then a report about it is submitted to the purchase department. After receiving a satisfactory report from receiving and inspecting department, the purchase department forwards the bill or to accounting department for payment. Accounting department checks the bill and then makes a payment to the supplier. So whenever a material purchase is needed, then the same procedure is followed. Different tasks require different procedures, and they are followed in the same way. See here. So again I will explain this example once you listen carefully ma. So here what happens is, if suppose for a different departments will be there in an organization, okay, for those organization what happens means, if raw material is required, okay, so here what the purchase department they will do means, they will collect the information regarding the raw material, that what is the quality and what is the quantity, everything, and what are their specifications, they will collect it, and after collecting they will what the purchase department will do ma, they will contact with the suppliers and they will take the quotations from the suppliers. Okay, and they will given a purchase order, to them. The purchase order again is sent to the receiving and inspecting department. Now inspecting department what they will do, they will compare the quality and everything, and again they will report to whom? To the purchase department. Now the purchase department what they will do, if everything is okay, the purchase department they will purchase the raw material. So after receiving a satisfactory report from the inspecting department, next what the purchase department they will do, they will forward the bills to whom? To the accounting department. Now accounting department they will check the bills, and finally they will make the payment to whom? To the supplier. So that is the point, nothing but this is a procedure for purchasing the raw material in the production departments. Okay. Next, coming to the advantages of procedures. So what are the advantages of procedures? You see, basis of control. If first of all we have followed a procedure, we have kept a procedure, okay, what happens means we can control. There we don't be having any wastage. That correctly we will be knowing that how much of raw material we have to purchase, what are the requirements for the departments. So that is point over. Consistency. So consistency means here what happens means, as per the requirement, first of all what we will do means, we will check that whether the supplier is providing a good quality or not, everything we will check, and according to that we will purchase raw material. So here what happens means procedures helps to ensure consistency and uniformity of performance. When the procedures are established, they can similarly used again and again. If nothing but if suppose once we have planned a procedure, once you have prepared a procedure, if that procedure is success, so next time same procedure we can follow. Next, standardization. Standardization means what, Sima? The standardization of procedures reduce the need for the decision making in similar situation. Wherever a task is to be performed, the procedure will be followed for doing it. The increased efficiency is in doing a work. So here what happens means the procedures, okay, see here, procedures reduce the need for decision making in similar situation. If once we have planned one procedure means what happens means for remaining departments, so we can follow the same procedure. If it is the same way, if it is the same task means we can perform the same procedure again, no need to plan the another procedure. So coordination means, Seema, procedures established a sequence to be followed for each work. This helps in coordinating the activities of different departments or sections, because same procedures will be followed by all of them. So here what happens means if once procedure has been established, okay, so same thing can be followed even by the other departments also. So by this what happens, easily they can develop the coordination. Okay, next, limitations of procedures. First, rigidity. So rigidity is followed in following procedures. They are continuously used over and over again, that discourages initiative and discoveries. So if once we have planned one procedure means, why it is called as a disadvantage means, again in all the same way we will plan in this, nothing but we will follow the same procedure. So this will what happens means, if suppose we want to make any changes, we don't make, we will follow again in the same procedure manner. Next, constant review. Constant review means if we are following the same procedures, we can't make any reviews, we can't take any reviews. If there are any changes only we can take the reviews. So these are the two limitations in case of procedures. Okay, Nama? So topic wise, as for the topic wise maintained notes, it will be easy to you for preparing your exams.